Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Lights, camera,
Rolling.
action.
Hey students, welcome to the third lecture of the general part of MC 301401501, the mandatory course on environmental studies. Right now, up to this we have discussed about Earth, its nature, Earth as a mother. Right now, if you are troubling your mother too much, then what happens? Mother भी कभी-कभी Mother India बन जाती है, right? What am I trying to say? That sometimes what happens whenever human tortures on earth, right? She bears her pain for centuries and centuries, and when she comes up with a shout, everything is destroyed, right? What I am talking about is disasters, right? So what basically disasters are? Disaster is something which will disrupt our life, which will make our life hell, right? Which will have severe loss to health and property and life, right? Now, different type of disasters are there. Disasters also may be of man-made and natural. If there are natural disasters, yes, then that is caused directly by the nature, like floods, earthquakes, right, and landslides and forest fires and all. These are natural disasters, right? Cyclones, super cyclones, Amphan that came here. But there are some man-made disasters also. Whatever happened in Japan in the World War, that is nothing but man-made disaster. Huge loss of life and property occurred, right, due to Little Boy and Fat Man, the two atomic bombs that were dropped on Japan, right, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Everybody knows about it. So that is nothing but man-made disaster. Okay, suppose you are storing water in a big tank, okay, and the tank somehow falls down and the locality is flooded. It is man-made disaster because the tank has not been built by nature. Okay, so there are several things that are done by man also. But our concern is whenever a disaster is, we have to protect human beings, we have to protect life, we have to protect our property. Now, for doing that, there is a term called disaster management that we are going to see, right? Now, what is disaster management? Whenever a disaster occurs, then we need to manage that particular disaster using some techniques, right? Now, whenever we basically in this lecture, what we will see, what is a flood, everybody knows. But people might not know that what exactly we need to do during a flood. If a flood is coming, if a flood has occurred, then what exactly the things are there which we need to do, right? That it may happen that many people are not knowing about. They are not at all aware about the fact that what to do and how to do, right? So here we will learn about that how whenever a flood disaster occurs, how it is to be maintained. Similarly, if an earthquake comes, right, majority of us knows only that stay in the open. What else? Use stairs, don't use lift, right? There are multiple type of precautions are there that we need to see. After that, if an earthquake has occurred, right, then how we are going to calculate it out, how we are going to make people safe, how we are going to treat them so that their problems are a little bit less, right? What measures should be taken technically, what measures should be taken personally, everything we will see here. Okay, after this we will see landslides. What landslides are, how landslide occurs, whenever landslide has occurred, what we need to do, how we need to do, and how we are going to make humans safe. Okay, last but not least, our very own cyclones, right? Why I am saying our very own, I know it has destroyed us, it has made some problem, but it has occurred here only. Ghar ka hai bhai, kya kare, right? That's why I'm saying our very own. Anyway, Amphan has made the life of human beings miserable, right, in our state especially. In my home, after say 72 hours current came, right, there were no internet for few days. I think you people have faced maybe more than this or less than this. But whenever cyclone occurs, if during a cyclone what we need to do, what we need not do, that we will discuss here in this particular lecture, right? So if you are not protecting your mother, then what will happen? Mother will be angry and she will destroy everything, right? So always protect your mother under any condition, whatever the measures may be, right? So with this oath, let us start the third lecture. There are many things in life that we love, and there are many things also that we hate. But some things are present which nobody loves, right? Nobody likes that thing, or nobody waits for that to come, and that is nothing but disaster. Okay. So basically, few days ago, we people have faced a super cyclone Amphan, which has just snatched the hope of living from the people of North and South 24 Parganas, and also some other adjoining areas, right? So that was a disaster. We have faced several earthquakes, disaster. We have faced several floods, that's are also disaster. Landslides also we have seen, that's are also disaster. So basically, disaster is something which nobody wants, right? But the problem is, disaster happens due to several reasons, maybe for man-made reasons, or maybe from the nature, right? So whenever nature becomes vulnerable, whenever nature says, yes, you people have tortured me, so I'll torture you back, right? Then also disaster happens. So tsunami we people have seen few years ago, that is also a big disaster. But the thing is, whenever a disaster occurs, how we are going to behave, okay? How we should behave if there is a flood, then how that flood can be controlled. If there is an earthquake, how the lives can be saved, how you will be safe, how you will make others safe, you will be a rescuer, okay? So that thing is very important for us. So being a common human being, right, if we want to be human being, actually we should know about it very well, that how to behave during a disaster and how to make yourself safe and make others also safe during a disaster, whenever a disaster happens, right? So in this lecture we will see the complete data about disaster management, that how disaster management is done, how we are going to control disasters, how we are going to control loss of life, loss of property whenever a disaster occurs, what measures should be taken personally, what measures should be taken when in a crowd, and these things will be clearly explained in this particular lecture, which is actually lecture 3 of the general part of environmental studies, MC 301, disaster management, right? So let us move into the details. Now, as you can see here, it is clearly mentioned that disaster may be either man-made or it may be natural, right? So suppose one apartment is made by a particular promoter, and that apartment is broken down after a few years, right? So that is also a disaster, but that is man-made disaster, because the apartment was not made by nature, right? Similarly, if a bridge is constructed and that bridge falls down after some years, that is also a disaster made by man. But if the same bridge or the same apartment falls down due to an earthquake, then that becomes natural disaster, because that time nature is making that building or bridge fall. So during a disaster, what are the technical things that we should know? How the risk is calculated, or how the impact of the disaster is calculated. See, disaster is basically risk minus capacity, right? Now, risk again is hazard into vulnerability, right? So if your capacity is more and your risk is less, then there is a different situation, right? And if your risk is very much but your capacity is very less, then also it will become a different situation, right? Now, what is hazard? Hazard is something which will process a large, huge threat towards life, health, property, and each and everything, towards the society, in fact, right? And vulnerability is the extent of damage that may happen and how much damage we can take, right? And capacity means how we are well equipped with the resources so that we can take care of the situation, we can save others, and we can do something when the disaster occurs, right? How we can recover from the disaster, how quickly we can recover from the disaster, each and everything will be shown by this particular capacity. Okay. Now disaster is of two types, basically natural and man-made. Now natural disasters may be either major or maybe minor, right? Now this major disasters are those which causes huge loss of life and property, just like earthquake, cyclone, floods, etc., etc. Whereas the minor disasters may be loo, okay, and small scale diarrhea and all, right? These are also disasters basically, right? But COVID-19 is a huge major disaster, okay, maybe greater than all of this, because it is actually spreaded throughout the world. That's why. Now man-made disasters are also of two types. One is major, another is minor. So major man-made disaster may be deforestation, epidemics, and etc. War, definitely. And minor may be accidents, environmental pollution, or little bit riots or food poisoning and all, right? So here in this lecture we'll go towards the major disasters, and we'll see that how these major disasters can be controlled, right? So the first one comes here right away, and it is nothing but flood, right? So basically what the meaning of flood is, see, water is life. Whenever we are having scarcity of water, we face huge problem, right? In summer season we have scarcity of water, we say save water, right? Water levels are depleting day by day, so water is to be saved, right? But the problem is, water is good, water is life, yes, I agree to that. But whenever water is in extensive quantity, it will take life, right? For example, if you are thrown into a river, right, and you cannot swim, then you will die. That time water is not life, that time water is death. Okay. So basically why a flood occurs, if we just find out the root causes of a flood, it basically occurs either due to huge rains or tsunamis, or it may happen due to global warming, the ices are melting, then it can happen like that. Okay. Also, flood can happen by sudden falling down of a dam, right? Because suppose a dam is controlling huge amount of water, just like the dams here we are having in the nearby Haldia and all. Now if that dam suddenly, somehow due to any reason, if that dam breaches, actually the dam breaks down, then what will happen? Huge amount of water will be out and the local area will be flooded, right? It will be nothing but a spillover. Okay. So due to that, that also flood occurs, and there are several other reasons also for the occurring of floods, right? So we will see what the reasons basically are. So the main steps that should be taken during flood includes the forecasting. First of all, we need to make the people aware that yes, flood is coming, so you be very careful. This is number one. Number two is we should have a reduction in the runoff. We should just try to control the water release, and we need to control the water that is present in the detention basin and dams. Okay. And whenever the places which are flood prone, right, we should zone them up, and we should make them, we should just move the people present in flood prone areas to some safe area or shelter, right? That is very important. Basically this is done by our government. Okay. Whenever any problem occurs, we have seen during this super cyclone and all, right? Next, after flood, we will move towards the next big disaster that can happen to human beings, and that is earthquake, right? Now basically earthquake is nothing but vibration of earth's surface, and this vibration will be huge, right? It is basically measured in Richter scale, and it's a huge vibration. It is that much huge that bridges and all they falls down, and huge number of death and several other problems occur. So we have seen in several parts of India and several parts of the world earthquakes have occurred, and yes, we can make ourselves aware, right, that when the earthquake is coming and odd, but earthquake prevention of earthquake is very very difficult, because earthquake will never come by telling you that yes, I'm coming. Okay, now the tectonic plates present in sometime they just strike against each other, and due to that also earthquake occurs, right? So there are several reasons for the cause of earthquakes, right? The reasons are listed right here. Now you can see seismograph is present here, which is basically used to calculate the earthquake in under oceans. Actually, background is ocean and the seismograph is present right here. So if the tsunamis are coming, then we people can easily just find it out. Okay, now what are the technical measures that should be taken during an earthquake? First of all, whenever a building is made, right, it should be strong and the foundation is that much that the building will not fall easily. In Japan, the houses are like that. See, Japan faces many earthquakes, right? Many earthquakes in a single year. So basically the rooms are made, the houses are made in such a way that they can restrict any type of earthquake problem, right? So that type of houses, if we can build, then they will be earthquake safe, right? And personal measures should also be taken. We should remain in the open when an earthquake is occurring. We cannot we should not be inside the house, because it may happen that the roof is falling down on your head, right? Also, whenever any type of hazard occurs, especially when earthquake occurs, we should never use the lift or any other thing. We should always use stairs, and we should not allow anyone to stay inside home or apartment and all, right? Everybody should come in the open and just save their life. Okay, so these are some of the measures that can be taken during an earthquake, right? So next comes the word landslide. Now landslide also is a very very dangerous thing, and the main problem is that landslide will not come with notice, right? See, if an earthquake occurs, there are some sort of prediction that yes, earthquake may occur. If there is tsunami, if there is flood, then also some sort of just prediction is there that yes, this particular problem is coming. But landslide is that problem which will never give you any glimpse that it will happen, right? So it is very very difficult. Okay, so it occurs suddenly and causes huge disruption to transport. Now if some persons are just present at that time when the landslide occurs, then absolutely they will die. Okay, there is no chance for the survival. Now what type of technical measures or planning we can do during a landslide, right? We should support the structures which are falling down by some piles or anchors and all, right? And if forests are there, then the roots of plants basically hold soil and they just reduce the chance of landslides. Okay, and hydraulic electric connections, whatever is there, it should be flexible, and if your area is landslide prone, then you should be very careful while making a foundation there. Okay, and there are some personal measures that are also included here, that is installation of drainage pipes for rainwater, so that, see, if the soil is hard, then there will be no landslide, right? That's why it is being said, and more and more trees should be planted in order to prevent the occurrence of the landslides, right? Next comes the cyclones, which we people have faced recently, right? Cyclone, it was a super cyclone. I cannot explain to you people that what I have seen, right? It is horrible. I have not seen that thing or anything like that in my whole life, whatever I have seen on the day of Amphan, right? It may happen that you people have faced the same, because it was horrible for me, right? It was horrible. So anyway, the cyclones are storms which basically comes as a villain, right? Which comes as a devil, and it destroys each and everything. Now if that is a tornado type cyclone, then it is very very harmful. If it is a normal cyclone, it is harmful but not up to that extent, right? Now tropical areas are the most affected areas during cyclones. So whenever a prediction of a cyclone comes, all the fishermen who usually moves to the oceans, they are they are asked not to go to the oceans because it will be a huge problem, right? Now at this moment we can see that the several satellites are there which actually predicts the occurrence of cyclones. So before the cyclone comes, 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, we generally have an idea that yes, this type of cyclone is coming, right? And people becomes aware, and some measures basically are taken, right? So this is all about the disaster. It is very hard to talk about disaster because disaster always means loss of life. Huge number of persons die due to disaster whenever it occurs. So due to Amphan also several problems have occurred, right? So we should always make ourselves prepared if we are getting any prediction of a disaster, and we should help others from the core of our heart, because it may happen that with our little help our neighbor may survive, or some people can have something who have lost every hope due to this disaster problem, right? So anyway, we have discussed about 4 different type of disasters. So I'm hoping that none of the disasters will ever happen to anyone present in my locality or anywhere on the earth, right? We will always be safe and hope so. Just pray to God that we never should face any disaster for that. Anyway, if we save our earth, I guess these disasters will be less, because yes, our activities, actually it is just like Newton's third law, right? If we are doing some activities which are not good, then what will happen? The problem will come back to us, right? It will come just like a boomerang, and we people will face that problem, right? So if we are controlling a little bit the problems, if we are planting more and more trees, then the landslide problem will not be there, right? Again, if we people are just not causing too much global warming, which basically causes due to the greenhouse gases, right? Now greenhouse gases we people are emitting, yes, we are exhaling CO2, which is a greenhouse gas, but we cannot stop breathing, right? If we stop breathing, then everything will be finished. It will be a big disaster to our family, right? So that can't be done. But yes, we can control the vehicles, we can control several other activities that we do in our daily life, and hence we can control the release of these greenhouse gases. Now if these greenhouse gases are controlled, then there will be multiple help, right? Cyclones will be controlled, your floods will be controlled, right? Only earthquake cannot be controlled by that way, but if these activities are proper, then many disasters can be controlled, okay? So everything lies on us. In the beginning of each and every lecture, I say that yes, earth is our mother, and we need to protect our mother under all circumstances, whatever the conditions may be. See, basically it is our benefit if we protect earth, because see, we live on earth. Now if we destroy earth, then we are destroying the place in which we are living, right? Basically we are destroying our own home. Now if we are destroying our home, we have no place to live, right? We will be having no place to live. So in order to protect ourselves, we need to protect Mother Earth, right? And I guess we all can try to do it, because see, disasters are bad everywhere. Whenever it happens, disasters are bad, and we need to control these disasters, and that can only happen if we control ourselves, right? And whenever a disaster, if accidentally any disaster occurs, we should help each and everyone, and if the proper measures are taken in all respect, then I think the fatalities due to disaster can be controlled to a large extent, right? So that's all for this particular lecture. Now here we have seen multiple things about disaster. In the next lecture, we people will be having a different thing, right? Now what the different thing is, it's a very interesting, my personal favorite, that is ecology and ecosystem, is coming right away in the next lecture. So in that lecture we'll be seeing multiple things, just like grassland ecosystem, forest ecosystem, desert ecosystem, and biotic abiotic factors, and many interesting things regarding the environment we will see there, okay? So today's lecture was basically about disaster. Yes, the heart actually feels heavier whenever we talk about disasters, but we should learn about it, because without proper knowledge we cannot make ourselves upgraded so that we can control this disaster problem, right? So anyway, some questions are there at the end of this lecture. Now I know you have many ideas about the topic which have been completed today, but try to solve the questions. If you face any difficulties, then definitely we will discuss, right, and we will sort something out. Okay, so see you in the next lecture. Till then, thank you and stay safe.